Okay, we are ready to go. This is set number 2, paper 2. Okay, so let's start with the first question. The stadium was left with 10,567 spectators when some spectators went home before the match ended. So if there were 4,579 adults and 1,234 fewer children than adults went home, how many spectators were at the stadium at first? So let's write down all this information as part of us trying to shorten the grandma story. We have got 4,578 adults. And for children, if you notice the word fewer, it will be 4,579 minus the way 1,234 fewer, which gives you a total of 3,345. These are the children who left home. Okay, so the total number of people who actually went home, we had 4,579. We had 3,345. You notice I circle the numbers. You can do that as well if you want to help yourself see what are the important numbers to take note. Okay, I do a total calculation of 7,294. This tells me that these are the total number of people who went home. So I'm writing the English out here as well, which you should be doing in your exams as well. So they say that it's left with 10,000 after this 7,000 over people left for home. The question is how many spectators were at the stadium at first. So if I had 10,567 who are left and 7,000 over who were left for home, and I add them up together, I will be able to get the number of spectators who were there in the beginning. So be very careful with this kind of questions because additions, if you add wrongly, you would risk losing your answer mark. So the answer over here is 18,491 spectators at first. Okay, so you have gotten your marks, 2 marks if you have gotten the answer right. Okay, let's go on to question 2. You have got this baker. He needs 1 kg, 1 whole 3/5 kg of flour to bake a cake. And he's going to bake 20 cakes a day. So let's write out the short story first to make things simpler. And in the story, we know that there are 1 whole 3/5 kg per cake. And he's going to make 20 cakes a day. Okay, so now the wonders of paper 2 is that you do not need to convert this in order to calculate what is 1 whole 3/5 times 20. You know, if you have a calculator, you press it with a calculator, you will be able to get a very nice number, 32. Now, let's put it this way. Let's continue the story. He says that in 1 day, he's going to bake 20 cakes. And you found out that for 20 cakes, you need 32 kg. So, let's put it in this manner. We have 1 day, him requiring 32 kg of flour to bake the 20 cakes. And the question is asking how much flour does he need in a week. If you know that 1 week is made up of 7 days, we would have 32 per day times 7 days in a week. It gives you a nice number, 224. Again, please multiply this correctly. Otherwise, you might be losing your answer mark of 1 mark. Okay, now we're going to move on to question 3. Question 3 says this. You have got a Western store that sells 900 chicken chops and mutton chops in a month. Now take note of the English. When we say 900 chicken chops, they are referring to 900 chicken and mutton. So these two totals up to 900. And the number of chicken chops sold to the number of muttons in the ratio of 11:7. So I'm going to write out the ratio. Chicken is to mutton, 11:7. And a total of 900 was sold. Now let's find out the total number of units we have first. That's a total of 11 plus 7 gives you 18. So we now know that this 18 units is actually 900. With your calculators again, always look for a unit, how many it is. So we have got 900 divided by 18, which is going to give us 50 per unit. So the question says how many chicken chops are sold in a month. Chicken chops is made up of 11 units. So 11 units, of which 1 unit is 50, will have the answer 550 chicken chops sold. Okay, question 4. Below was the menu from a seafood restaurant, and I, myself, ordered 1.2 kg of prawns and 2.6 kg of crabs. So I'm very interested in only 2 things. I'm going to use my highlighter. I'm highlighting only 2 things that I'm interested in. The rest are useless information. Okay, now here comes the trouble. You have things given in grams, and you have here given in kilograms. So you would want to change these kilograms into grams. From big unit to small, we multiply by 1000. So you get a total of 1200 grams. So 1.2 kg simply stands for 1200 grams. So you know that we brought 2 things, right? We brought prawns and we brought crabs. So in the exams, organize your answers properly into categories. You have one heading called prawns. You have the other heading called the crabs. So starting from the crabs, we know that every 200 grams, it is chargeable at $7.20. Okay, and I bought 1200 grams. So how do we calculate this? Now you can go by the units method, which means you find by 100 grams, which is $7.20 divided by 2 will give you $3.60. And then from $3.60, you multiply them by 12 times to get 1200 grams. So you are left with $43.20 as the cost for prawns. Okay, now this is one way. Now the other way, if you would be able to see in a faster manner, is this. I'm going to erase the 100 grams, which makes it quite confusing. If you would prefer, you could actually straight away from 200 grams jump to 1002. And how did 200 become 1002? You multiply everything by 6 times. Meaning to say, from 1002, you also have $7.20 multiplied by 6 times to get the same answer of $43.20. This is another method that I'm offering. Okay, now let's talk about the crabs. The crabs is 45 per 1 kg. So 1 unit is $45. This is your rate. This is a question on rate. And to find out 2.6 kg, because Mr. Lee bought 2.6 kg. So it will be $45. Now, in 1 unit is 45, 2 units will be 45 times 2. So 2.6 will be 45 times 2.6. So with your calculators, 117. Okay. Now, of course, you are not supposed to stop here. You're supposed to find out how much total did I pay for these 2 things. So I add up the 2, $43.20 plus $117. I would get a total of $160.20. Remember to fill in the answers in the answer box. So put a hashtag once it is your final answer as well. Okay, the confusion probably comes in at this part, which you don't know multiply by how much. So just tell yourself, if 1 unit is 45, 2 units will be 45 times 2. 2.6 will be 45 times 2.6. So that is the pattern it goes. Okay, let's go on to question 5. So you have 4 kindergarten classes made up of boys as well as girls. They're supposed to find the percentage of boys in the whole kindergarten. So let's add up the total number of boys first. We look at the total number of boys. It will be 30 plus 26 plus 24 plus 40, which is going to give you 120. Again, the danger is please add properly. You have a calculators given. Now, might as well let's find out the girls as well. Since we found the boys, let's also find out the girls. 10 plus 25 plus 25 plus 20. So it gives us a total of 80 girls. So for English wise, let's put it down. We have the boys, we have the girls. Okay. Now, percentage means you have a number out of another number. Okay. Percentage of boys would mean that the number on top, we are only interested in the number of boys. Whereas the number at the bottom, we are interested in the total, everyone. So let's find out what is the number of boys, which you have already found out, 120. And the total will be the boys plus the girls. So we get a total fraction of 120 over 200. Now here comes the trick. You have 120 out of 200. How to change this to a percentage? If you recall, percentage requires everything to be in denominators of 100. So we would want to divide this by 2 to get this number to be 60. 60 out of 100 has the same meaning as 60%. Okay, so that's for question number 5.